my mind back to all the Fuji beefs. And I asked myself, these motherfuckers could have just collaborated, created an album, and
made a fuck ton of money.
Made shitloads of money, but rather drag themselves, take each other's girlfriends and wives, and make music about it.
So Wale is not criticizing the beef fundamentally.
No.
Wale is talking about it from the concept of what Igbo people are doing and how it's benefiting their culture.
Okay.
Right? We want to address beef. It's not like High Life artists didn't have beef.
Oh, they had beef, oh. Hey!
They had beef.
When they High Life.
I feel like this is my. I want to say mic 1, mic 2, mic 3. Like, you know, I'm trying to give.
When did you become a hip hop edge?
My Kendrick moment. It's just like. No, I never know what Kendrick never. Okay, you actually said that. You didn't say OB, you said OVO.
Tej is an idiot. Tej, you say OVO.
Actually, that's what you say. That's not what he said. OVO, but it's fine. It's fine. Welcome to another edition of Zero Conditions Podcast. I'm sorry, we are late. I'm the reason we are late. I had some women-related hazard, but it's cool. We're back.
Do you ever change clothes in your life? Like repeat clothes?
I do. I don't know what you think I am. First and foremost, I'm a broke babe.
Wow.
Why wouldn't I change clothes?
Melody.
Anyways, this podcast is brought to you by Pop Central and Chivas Regal.
No, mention Chivas Regal first.
Actually. Sorry, Pop Central, I'm sorry. You guys are not that cool. So, this episode is brought to you by Chivas Regal and Pop Central second. Do you understand?
Even Pop Central want us to push Chivas number 1.
Do you understand?
Do you understand? Sorry to Nancy. Sorry to Mr. Yinka.
Sorry
to Nancy and CJ. You now go feel.
Sorry. Yeah, actually.
No vex. Chivas, you know the year, Sha.
Yeah.
Guy Alpha.
I don't even know what's
so
going on.
Stop saying on this episode too. No, before we get to that, sorry that the bottle is almost finished.
You guys have been drinking.
Due to some occupational hazard,
Okay.
we had to get the bottle on that level before the
Yeah.
show. Nonetheless, it's a very exciting episode.
Yes.
We have cocktails today.
We have cocktails. We have Wale Ozolua.
We have Mr. Wale Ozolua.
Don't put Mr. Wale. What
God.
the hell?
Ogechi Wale Ozolua.
This is an aspiring Gen Z body.
Thank you.
Aspiring. I don't
Yes.
understand. An aspiring Gen Z body. Put Mr. You know those things that all those men say when they like a babe. Mak pe mini Mr. You don't understand. Mini Wale.
Mak pe mini chief.
Mini lórúkọ mi.
I'm not your uncle. Your uncle is in your daddy's
You
house.
understand? I'm not your uncle.
I need that on this episode.
Actually.
On this podcast right now.
We should.
I need that on this podcast. Go and give. I got the Riz melody. Anytime that guy sees melody, remember the spaces.
He does
that
it. Hey, okay, but Agba's thing is to raise babes, and he does it so effortlessly.
True.
So you were raised.
I know his game.
So
now.
you were raised.
I wasn't-
When
I
Madam,
was, I can't lie.
exactly.
I'm just like,
You were raised.
I was raised.
You felt it.
I felt
Which
it.
part was it that you felt?
I think for me with Agba, what makes me laugh and just like guy is the way he says it. It's not even about what he says.
Melody.
His voice texture is the pace. That is, he talks like he's got no worries in his life. Like he wants
No
to spend
stress.
the rest of his life, toasting you. He's like, don't worry, I got all the time. I'm
And
not
that's what women
rushing.
want. It
I'm
might not be
not
true,
rushing.
but in that moment.
In that moment,
Don't
actually,
change
Why do people like lies?
I don't.
Or is it
think-
make believe?
I don't think it's lies. I think it's just women.
They
just,
Lulu.
they just love being hyped. It's like hype me.
Being
Do
the
you
center of attention.
Yes, it's like that's just what it is. Do you understand? Even though sometimes they exaggerate it.
Even though they are lying to you.
Yeah.
And you know they're lying.
Even though you are going to carry Yahoo boy.
No, guys. But wait, to be very honest,
Even though you are going to carry Nigerian politician. A Tinubu follower. Agbado boy. Agbado baby.
no. But speaking about Tinubu or speaking about Agbado, I don't know what has been going on in Lagos lately with the flood, but I think
Bruh.
it's so heartbreaking.
Lately?
No, I mean like this rainy season that's always been happening, but I feel like this rainy season has been so bad.
You think so?
Yes.
No, I think we've had worse.
Yeah, I think it's
been worse?
It's normal.
It's not.
This
It's
is regular. We've seen much more devastating flood episodes, and it's an annual thing. Unfortunately, it just goes to show that we never prepare for anything.
Yeah.
Especially for emergency situations.
Yeah.
You would expect that by now certain measures would have been put in place to not to control the flooding, but to manage the after effects.
Yeah.
By now. And unfortunately, I hate to be a doomsday prophet, but next year
it's going to be worse.
It will happen again.
Yeah.
And we would still say it is worse. And it will happen again in 2026. It will happen again in until we fix what needs to be fixed. Proper drainages, people taking full responsibility of maintaining, cleanliness. I mean, we saw images and videos of people throwing out refuse, in flooded areas.
Terrible waste management.
Very, very terrible. And it is what it is. It's not just Lagos, so it's all over the country.
But I think it's worse in Lagos.
You think so?
Yeah.
There are certain areas you go to in Oyo State and you'll be like,
Kilo shell. But so I grew up in Akure, right? And I'm not saying there's no flooding now.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
But it is not pronounced.
Yeah, but the areas where they happen are probably like rural areas or places where it's almost
close
close
to the coastal areas.
Coastal areas.
Yes.
Right. But in Lagos, anywhere
can get it.
Do you understand? I think the most ratchet upscale place in the world is Lekki. Lekki is so ratchet.
That upscale is even like
No. What I mean by upscale is like the value of land, the value of property,
the
perception. Yes, yeah.
Do you understand? Where that prestige that is not prestige.
Come on, man.
At all.
Prestige where they sell bread.
Brother, I mean, if you've survived this flood episode, cheers to you, man. Bro.
So the reason I like Wale said, he said it's not just in Lagos, but the reason I feel like Lagos is there's so much attention on Lagos is because Lagos prides itself as a mega city. You understand?
Don't let Igbo people hear that.
Prides itself as
the
center
of excellence.
The center of excellence. The state that everyone should aspire to.
It is expected.
It is expected, and we also, we are the city, we are the state that everything is happening, mega city and all of that. So
everybody wants to be here.
Everybody wants to be here. So if we spend so much time talking about being a mega city, why do we constantly have issues that we should have resolved for a long time?
What
resolved a long time
what
ago.
What states are your certificates of origin? What states?
Ogun State, no?
Oh, not Lagos.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Do you understand? So I think it's just quite disheartening that we keep making this, like you said, it happens every year. So what is the solution? When these things pop up, we see take for example, this last one that happened days ago. We saw the Commissioner of Environment and Water Resources responding on Twitter and saying, no, it's a flash flood, it's going to go away.
Do you know what's funny?
And I'm just like...
The Commissioner for Water Resources.
Commissioner of the Environment and Water Resources.
The Water Resources part.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pun intended.
Do you understand? It's like...
Pun intended. The thing is...
One thing about him, he's going to come on social media and respond, though.
Okay, so this might sound... First off, before I say what I want to say, I do not hold brief for any political party, political association, politician, or any religious group or peer pressure, whatever group or association or tribe. I got to give it to the Commissioner for Environment in terms of his responsiveness. His response time, I got to give it to him. Man has been...
He tried that.
He tried.
At least
7 over 10.
It's not the right thing.
Yeah,
but it's what you need to do.
It's what you need to do, and he's been able to put certain steps. Unfortunately for the gentleman commissioner, he's battling against failed systems and processes that is not just affecting Lagos, but has consistently affected Nigeria as a whole. I mean, if you look at how far we've come as a country, flash floods and certain things should be
a thing of the past.
A thing of the past.
Yeah. At least, if not preventable, but properly managed. Let's leave urban infrastructure, I beg.
And I also think that in that situation, like you guys said, shout out to him for his response time and all of that. But I particularly just be like, these things that happen when it comes to politics.
That's what y'all niggas always do.
This is like everybody wants to show that they are working. Everybody wants to be the one that is on social media.
You don't trust the response for what it is.
I don't even want you to respond. I don't want us to be in a situation where you need to respond to such things, because those things shouldn't even exist.
As a Nigerian woman, show me action. No words.
I mean, Bruh.
Odogwu. What's Sharon's husband's name again?
Odogwu Silencer.
Odogwu Silencer.
I hate social media.
Small talk. So, small talk. Big action.
Big action. I mean,
media.
it's,
Odogwu Silencer.
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But let me not lie. And if your wife will call you Odogwu Silencer.
What is Odogwu Silencer?
Every time you
Odogwu
wake up.
is
Of course I know Odogwu is like
okay, sorry.
Wale, are you
action.
Igbo?
I speak Igbo very well, and
Yes,
a
yeah.
part of me is Igbo.
Oh, your mom is Igbo.
Yes.
So please,
Oh.
Wale, break down the Odogwu Silencer for us.
Okay, so Odogwu is technically a term that is given to mostly men that in their community or their society they've played very influential roles in terms of bringing the people together, taking steps that
No, why are you allowing Wale to explain? You know how people.
taking steps that have led to development of the community, and they are usually given serious respect whenever there's a community gathering and they are not there. Certain actions cannot be taken.
But do you need money to be an Odogwu Silencer?
You might have the money, but then your money is not speaking for you. Hence the Odogwu Silencer. Oji the money is talking. He doesn't need to talk. He ought to go. So that is it. So it's the money that is doing the talking. You get? So the Odogwu is just there chilling. The money is talking.
Do you know why I like Igbo?
Why?
The one thing, all these motherfuckers that surround me, they don't want to teach me. Especially Trooks, that motherfucker. If I see you same later, if I see you in this
You've been hanging out with the wrong
I
people.
will whack you.
Yeah, but why do you want to learn though?
Why
Because
not?
No, I want.
the reason why I want to learn
Yeah.
is I'm going to be rich.
Oh, okay.
And I need to brag. And there's no language. So there are three things that I like to say about Nigeria. When you are rich, the way Hausa men carry themselves is how you want to carry yourself.
Yeah.
The way Igbo people talk is the way you want to talk. The way Yoruba people party and musicians hail you is how you want to be Yoruba.
So you
So I'm
want to
combining
combine-
everything. You understand? My name is not Odogwu. It's not Odogwu Silencer.
Motherfucker.
It's Odogwu Molotov Cocktail.
Odogwu triple threat.
Odogwu give
Is
them.
it not triple threat?
No, you're not saying it well. Odogwu triple threat.
3 foot 3.
Odogwu triple
Triple
threat.
threat. You ought to go. So,
What
when
does-
me when a bambo just me when
What does
when-
Watago mean?
Do you understand?
Oh.
Are you getting me?
Are you
Are you
getting me?
I
Are you
love.
getting me? God,
One name.
that place.
One
It
name.
has
Like-
to be.
But speaking about Odogwu Silencer, before, like this evening, before I came to the pod, I was watching videos of.
Oh, my head don't they come out.
Ogbonna.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was watching music
Nice.
videos of Flavor. I watched the Larry Gaga.
Yeah.
Larry Gaga and Larry Gaga Flavor Fino. I think they have I can't remember that. Ejegege. Edegege. That's when I had Peter Doce.
Yep.
And it was so.
And Teresa Nora.
Yes,
OG.
the
of
OG.
Egedege.
OG, man.
I think one thing that I love the most about Flavor is that he embodies his Igbo-ness as an artist.
Yeah.
Over time, you understand, becoming the mega superstar that he is, he still continues
Is it a flavor thin melody? Or is it all of them?
I'm going somewhere now.
Okay.
He continues to push the Igbo
The culture.
Do
Yeah.
you understand? You know that we
Through
have
his craft.
through his craft, his music videos, the language,
Richard, I don't know if you're hearing this, or the cocktails might need to start falling out now, my bro.
Plix.
Because this thing is finishing.
Isn't that please?
Plix.
And it is so beautiful to see that he continues to do that. You know, a lot of times, or sometimes, we have artists that maybe start out maybe singing in their local dialect and all of that, and as they continue to grow, they start to change. And I see that in amongst the Igbo-speaking Nigerian artists that we have, Fino, Flavor, Larry Gaga, and a couple of other guys. They're so big on collaboration. They're also so big on using their music to push the Igbo culture.
Yep.
Now let's go to what Charlie Poppy did with Oba Pluto and the Benin thing. When he started popping, one of the things that people loved the most about him, especially from the Benin
Oba
side,
Pluto was the biggest song that he had at the start until Cass came out.
one thing that people really connected to him, that made people connect to him, is the Benin side of
The
his
local
music
flavor
at the
he
beginning,
featured.
and who he featured, and how he's always talking about Benin. Do you understand?
B-side.
and all of that. I don't think that we see that enough with the Yoruba speaking artists.
You think so? I think we do.
Well, we
Example.
do. We do. It's just that a lot of them aren't mainstream.
I think they are.
Example. Sorry, I don't think I finished that line of thought. When I'm saying, what I mean is that I don't think we see a lot of Yoruba speaking artists do that thing where they are pushing the Yoruba culture.
Okay.
Collaborating with like OG Yoruba
I think we
artists.
do.
Like how? Okay, so give me an
I
example.
think we do.
When that comes to mind naturally, sorry, it's Akpala with Akpala fusion.
Olamide and Kwamwan.
When how many years?
Nice, but I'm painting the picture.
Okay,
it's
keep
a
coming.
very wide picture.
Okay, keep coming.
That
was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, but Shino Peters and what was it, Cass Beats that year.
Yeah.
That year.
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking about
I'm
now.
coming. I'm
Okay,
coming.
keep coming.
I'm coming. Terry Akpala and Aaron Asholauji
Yes.
some years ago.
They even did a video.
Jasmine Olofe and Adewale Ayuba.
Exactly.
Now. In recent years.
I would have said Niniola, but she just mentioned.
There's a song coming up by Psycho YP and Said Osupa.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying now, like in like
In this era.
In this era.
This era.
In this
I don't-
dispensation.
This era of
I can't-
music
Melody,
music
I think
streaming.
you're right.
This era of music streaming.
I think you're
They
right.
don't
Actually,
carry
I
the
know,
way
I
the
think-
Igbo
I
artists
think-
do.
I think-
So I
It's
think
just something about the way they carry
I think there's a little bit of context there.
Okay.
And I think there is. It goes back to a lot of Nigerian history. So guys, we're not seeing that logo. Listen this up. I think that Nigerian history is littered with a lot of instances why that might be the case.
Okay.
So Nigeria gained independence. We were amalgamated, which I think it was a big mistake. But whatever.
Naturally.
Who am I to judge? Shout out Lord Lugard, you motherfucker. Anyway, we were amalgamated and then we gained independence, but then there was still a lot of differences. Like these people that you brought together 46 years later, they still don't know how to live together and coexist. Anyway, so the first coup happened, then Nigerian Civil War. Nigerian Civil War happened, a lot of history went down there. Everybody did a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like everybody did some bullshit, right? And then it happened, but the aftermath of it brought about like a change in culture. Like Igbo people started doing psychedelic rock, and they crossed over with a lot of that shit, right? And then the second part is the culture. What's the culture of apprenticeship system? What's the name of that thing?
Bomboy.
No, there's a name for it.
Nwa boy.
There's an Igbo name for. There's an Igbo name for it. Igbo terminology.
Gosh, what is it called again?
I swear I can't remember. I know it, but
the
it
word
just,
has
it
just
just left my
escaped.
head.
Yeah,
But
that
the
word
Nwa
has
boy
left.
Yeah, that
system.
Nwa boy culture, right?
Yes.
Igbo apprenticeship system
Yeah.
came up because Igbo people realized that we can only depend on each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? There was a distrust for outsiders. Outsiders distrusted them. So what can we do? Let's expand and create wealth. Right? And that culture of collaboration that you're talking about is something that is rooted in Igbo culture because of what Nigeria has shown them. Right? It's something. So it's not that we are seeing it in music. It's across all Igbo culture. It's just a symptom of what. It's just an example of what Igbo culture is. Like bringing people up, people in your family, coming to see you. Collaboration. Have you seen this film on Netflix? What's that other film?
I've seen it. The one that had the Nwa boy story.
Yeah, that Nwa boy story.
Staninze.
Staninze.
He was the main actor.
That's the best movie I've seen.
I can't remember
this
the
year.
title.
Right? Yeah, it's the best
a
movie I've seen this
beautiful
year. It's
movie.
a beautiful movie.
I love
right?
it.
And the culture. There was a scene. My favorite scene in it was where
Let me find the title now.
Staninze was talking. Someone increased money. Right?
And
Too much.
yeah.
And Staninze's character went to report to Kanayo's character, who was the chief, who was your guy. And Staninze was like,
Afamefuna.
Afamefuna. That's a fantastic movie. If you have not seen it, go and see it. Go and see it. We have a lot of IJGB people. You need to see that movie. So, where Kanayo told him that you hiking money is not a problem. Do you know how insane, how comfortable you must be, how selfless it is, where the culture permits people to be smart and benefit as long as you don't kill the business.
Yes.
Like that is the most realistic shit I have ever seen.
That part was really
Do you understand? That part made me feel like,
What the fuck?
wow,
Yup.
these people get it.
Do you
more than
understand
any
the
other
idea of
person. They
growth?
just get it. They get it. Like they get the fact that a boy with this shop self, they won't carry babe. You understand? A boy with they won't buy jeans.
You get responsibility.
You get responsibility.
Instead of stealing my money, make so much money. You make your own money.
I make
sell
my
my
own money.
product. Put my
Everybody's
money in the
happy.
bank and we're good.
Everybody's
Don't
happy.
steal my money.
You understand? Everybody's happy.
Don't steal my money.
Don't steal
Don't
my
steal
money.
And you making money will not make you steal my money. Will reduce the chances of you stealing my
My
money.
money, because you would have money to do your
And then at the
daily
end of the
runs.
day,
Yeah,
I'll
I
still
agree.
give you 10 million, 15, 20 million to go
to
and set up your
settle
own shop.
you, yeah, and still
So
support
you're
the
okay.
business.
And I'll give you products. And I'll be referring people to the Igbo people are the only people I see in market where they don't get something. My brother get them.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
My brother get them.
Yep. They even say my brother, say, I get them.
I get them, but
Do
give
you-
them my other shop.
He did my
You did my
other
other
shop.
shop. Do you know the level
Yeah.
of
That's-
collaboration
that's-
that is?
That's
Give them my
what
other
you
shop.
hear.
Nigga, it's not your other
You
shop.
know
Shut the
you
fuck
don't
up,
have
lad.
it.
You don't own
You
it.
don't have that shit.
Chijoke, boy, fine.
Neri a point.
Yeah, with that Honda left hub. Nke we bolt Nisha. Why not? Yeah, but tell
Oh
see
my
so.
God. You guys please don't kill me.
Bro.
So you're basically establishing that it's not a Nigerian, it's not an Igbo artist thing in the Nigerian music industry.
an
It's
Igbo
Igbo
thing.
people thing. Do you agree?
It's an Igbo thing.
If to be honest, yeah, because I mean, I'm taking my mind back to all the Fuji beefs that have happened, and I ask myself, these motherfuckers could have just collaborated, created an album, and
Made a fuck ton of money.
Made shitloads of money, but
That's a good
rather
point.
drag themselves, take each other's girlfriends and wives, and make music about it,
Pass around Hollywood actresses.
and move on.
Take each other wives.
Pass around Hollywood
No,
actresses.
yeah, that one is let's drink. Let's drink.
But why? So now, making reference to the Fuji beef one, right? And you guys are saying they could have collaborated and all of that and made more money. Why don't you guys have that same energy for hip hop beefs?
So that
We walked into that one.
Like you just had to drag us into
Oh my god.
You guys fan those ones.
Melody is different.
Nigerian artist beef, big three beef.
So
Which
Wale
big
is
three?
Wale is not criticizing. So Wale is not criticizing the beef fundamentally.
Okay.
No.
Wale is talking about it from the concept of what Igbo people are doing and how it's benefiting their culture.
Okay.
Right. Now, if we want to address beef, it's not like high life artists didn't have beef.
Oh, they had beef, oh. Hey,
had beef.
Even they high life.
They had beef. Again, like people had beef. It doesn't even have to be mainstream beef where niggas are making smash it record. Oh, beef, oh. You understand?
Oh, God, you know.
Right? But niggas had beef, right? And there are beef that there are certain beef that I saw that weren't even mainstream. Like I think Orlando and Ilemure.
Oh yeah.
I grew up in Akure, so
Yeah, I heard that one.
Do you know Orlando?
Of course I know Nando.
Do you know Ilemure?
I don't know the other
Chief
one.
Dr. Ilemure. You don't
Ah.
know Chief Ilemure Okunyemi?
You're not saying it well.
LSM
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni wa dákun, dákun.
LSM Mutele.
Oh, so that. Oh,
Ah.
Chief, I saw that.
Chief. Chief Doctor. You put it bracket.
bracket.
Chief Doctor
Doctor.
Elemure Oguyemi.
Ah,
The
no.
superstar of Ekiti State. You are disrespectful. You don't know shit. What? You the fuck up. Anyway, but Elemure Oguyemi is like it was the biggest export of Ekiti State back in the 80s and the 90s. It was huge. Right, so I think him and Orlando had like beef. So Orlando's mom, I believe, had diabetes. Right, or maybe Elemure's mom had diabetes.
I think it was
something.
Elemure's mom.
Yeah, that had diabetes, so that one became a subject of beef, just like what Justin, Drake, and Kendrick. There was the song that I made. Oni labere aja kenyimi aja kiboni
what's all
sile o ma
That's the song.
Guy, I'm a historian of music.
That's the. That's
I've never heard this song in my life.
Are you
Guy, you
serious?
take it to dialect now. My
Omo.
folks are from Ekiti State.
I don't even.
I grew up in between Surulere and
You also know
Mushin.
that song?
Yeah, I grew up in between Surulere and Mushin. So
Oh, those songs were big in the
are you the wine me with all those speakers that had cutout boxes at the back?
what?
God damn it, this guy.
But how did you guys understand Ekiti dialect?
We didn't have to. Pun intended, it was the melody.
And that's on period.
It was the melody.
That's on period.
You know,
it
so-
was me.
and-
I
and-
did that.
When you were not even born.
that.
What year were you born again?
Fuck you.
So it was. I don't know how those records came into town, but I know at that point there was a major physical distribution of records, LPs,
yeah.
and we had
And people were
OGs,
marketing
and people
with
were marketing.
wheelbarrows and
We were selling door to door, door to door, store to store. Back then, you could walk from Mushin, from Idioro to Tedro Show, and you go to the Premier Music store, and the record is there. You buy it, you pay. And then they'll be playing it, and then you'd see kids, women dancing, and then you would turn around 2 days later, they've closed one street somewhere around Cardoso in Mushin, and that same particular artist is performing.
But
they remind me.
What was propagating the culture though, Wale? Because you guys are not Ekiti, so you are not on those states. You don't
enjoyment.
Understand. Orlando was from Owo. Elemurogun is from Ikole Ekiti. So how? Is it the music?
The music and that vibe of we all just want to party. So it was either you were going to, Ibadan.
Ibadan was a hub.
Ibadan was the hub of,
Jaye blew everything.
Everything blew up in
Ibadan
Ibadan.
blew up.
Ibadan blew up a lot of, hardcore
Yoruba music.
Yoruba music. Yeah. It would be,
Fuji blew up in Ibadan. Even though
blew up in Ibadan. Then, of course, as people moved, they're taking baggage, and they're carrying the music to Lagos. And then you wake up one morning, your next door neighbor is playing one particular song, and like, okay, you look at me, body, they like it. Say they started yummy.
Wale, what's your story?
I need a drink. Yeah, I need me a drink. I need me a drink. Which story do you want to hear?
Which of these stories?
Which story do you want to hear?
Paraphrase from the start. Because it seems like you have your name alone.
Okay. So where do I begin? I was born in Lagos. I grew up, like I said, on Ishaga Road. Ishaga Road is just smack in between Ojuelegba and Idiara.
Ojuelegba Chita.
Bro, and growing up, I remember, if I close my eyes, I can remember how Western Avenue was as a kid. In between, on that highway, we had palm trees, man. Not now. We had palm trees, growing up. We used to play football on that highway there. And I grew up around a lot of music. So till today, it's hard for me to say, this is my favorite artist. I listen to everything. High
Shout out
life.
to you for the work you do in the industry. We appreciate you.
Thanks, G. So I honestly never imagined that I would be in the music scene. I never imagined that it would happen. But I grew up in a household where every Thursday or Friday, depending, because I know Premier Records used to bring new music.
Shout out to Premier Records.
Those guys
Shout out
did
to
some
Tabanti
major
Records.
moves.
Yep.
Because without them, I'm not sure.
Music would have crossed over.
You
Travel.
understand?
Do that, yeah.
They did major work, especially with physical distribution of music.
Yes, yeah.
So I grew up in a household where every Thursday or Friday, my granddad, and I grew up with my grandparents, my granddad would always play new music. It didn't matter who.
New Music Friday.
It was New Music Friday for us.
There's actually something about growing up with like your grandparents when
That
it comes
gives
to
you a
your
lot of
music.
context.
There was music from Jesus. There was music from Mali. It was music from Uganda. So I knew a lot of African countries without knowing where they are on the map, but through music. I would hear a particular string and I'm like, ooh, that's some good zouk right there. Turn up the volume.
Did you say zouk?
Yeah.
You are good.
So that basically just was my formative years. And of course, I went to school. I schooled in the East. Yeah. That's where I had more experience listening to a lot of Eastern music.
Even though you had an Eastern side.
Yeah.
So the grandparents you grew up with maternal or paternal?
Maternal.
So you were the Igbo side.
Yeah, the Igbo side. It was
side.
straight up the Igbo side. And of course, I listened to, even before I started listening to Oliver the Cook, I was already listening to the likes of the late Mary Kanu, Gugula, Yeah, the late Were Kanu. I was already listening to Jesus. Names have escaped
Teresa
me.
Nora.
Brother. You know, so there were artists that came from places like Aruchuku, places like Mbise. There was this particular
These are fine
man
girls.
from Owerri who performed at a nightclub somewhere around Douglas Road back in the day. You know, so I didn't know who the man was, but just my grandpa would be playing it, and he'd be telling me about the man. So in my head, my grandpa was
What's the name
a
of that?
superstar.
What's the name of that high life artist that came to perform at Afropolitan Vibes that year?
What year?
2018.
18.
2019.
Bro, I was in Ibadan.
Wale, is it work that took you to Ibadan?
Or did you live in Ibadan before you started working?
No. So between 2011 and early 2013, I was broke, unemployed, depressed, angry, and disappointed in myself.
What year now?
2011
and 2013.
and early 2013.
Were you living in Lagos?
I was in Lagos.
Were you done with school? With
Yes,
uni?
no. NYC, everything, you know, I had in my head, you know, I had.
What did you study?
Sociology.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was broke. I was living with my dad then, you know, and things weren't panning out at all. And I ran into I ran into a friend, an old friend, and she was like, "Yo, I've been looking for you for a long time now. What are you doing?" You know, that day I just carried I will never forget. I had 2.5 and I went to buy Sure body spray because I needed it to go to a party that my father was going for. And I told her what was going on, and she was like, "And you are still in this Lagos? Yeah, leave Lagos now. Like, to where? And do what?" And she goes, "You know what? There's something I think you can do."
What's that person's name?
Her name is Vicky.
Shout out to Vicky.
Shout out to Vicky, man. And she was like, "There's something I think you have the skill for, but you just don't know it yet." And I was like, "Would I be paid?" She said, "Yeah." And that's how one thing led to another. I got interviewed. I went for an interview at Beat FM in Ikoyi.
Yeah.
And God in heaven, I didn't know that the role was to be a radio presenter. In my head, I just thought it was maybe like boya be admin officer. All I wanted was to be collecting salary.
Salary, just collecting.
I just wanted to collect salary. And I scaled through. Then I was invited for the Badon version.
Did you have radio experience?
No, zero. Bro, see, let me just make a confession now. The only thing I knew about radio was just everyone I had listened to, you know, even before Cool FM came. Because when Cool FM came, even before Ray Power came. Bro, I grew up listening to OGBC too.
Let me ask you a question about radio that I've always wanted to discuss with this podcast. Melody is not going to like this.
Oh my
How
God.
powerful is radio at breaking records now, Wale?
Now. Don't forget to put the emphasis on
Now, not anymore.
Yeah, not as powerful as it used to be.
Comma, in certain places.
God bless you.
I'll explain why.
See, that caveat, very
in certain
important.
places. In places like Abuja, Lagos. No, let me start from Lagos. Lagos, Abuja,
PH.
and Port
No,
Harcourt.
PH is even not, it's not yes.
Yeah, so Lagos and Abuja.
Lagos and Abuja.
There's no break and artist power for any radio station on the list.
We're in fully digital overdrive.
Gone, yeah? To the point that a lot of these radio stations are now playing catch up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, but for stations in
Akure,
in Ibadan, Enugu, Kaduna, Kanu, Sokoto, I need to call places that I have been to. They rely heavily on artists reaching out to them, 1, 2, and the local consumption of listeners there at the moment. So anybody can become a king. You can have a good song that is not being played in any of the top radio stations in Lagos, but in Kaduna, you're blowing up outside.
Like they love you,
they
die.
love you, die.
So
they don't know you, but they just like you.
Just to speak on that, it's like how when this song Ogechi.
This is nice.
What's nice? Chivas, of course.
Mention it. Chivas X.
Can I get mix up, please? I bet you're that
Bad
cool.
bottle, nigga.
One extra
Where's
bottle.
Richard? This cocktail. I bet let me check on Richard. May they bring this cocktail.
One extra bottle, please. Thank you very much. God
Let me
bless
check on
you.
Richard. We need to drink cocktails, Brad.
This conversation that we're having about radio, no, it's fine. That we're having about radio and songs blowing up.
Fuck you.
And songs blowing up
Yeah.
in certain regions and not necessarily blowing up in Lagos. And maybe people in Lagos don't even know the song. It reminds me of that Ogechi song.
Yeah.
The one featuring that Davido
Oh,
just jumped
With the
on.
remix.
The remix. I remember
TikTok
when
takeover.
it feels like a good number of people were introduced to the song when Davido jumped on it in Lagos.
Yes.
And they were like,
When did Davido do? Yeah. No. Yeah.
I saw people tweeting about it.
Do I live in a bubble?
Yes.
Did you know the song? Of course you know the song.
You already.
And I think I even saw Adeayo's tweet about the song. I'll find
I
the
think I actually
tweet
said about like 2 weeks prior.
to when Davido jumped on it.
Yeah.
But when the song started blowing up in Lagos here, so he said, that this song is blowing up. I can't remember the tweet he was, but he was expressing that people are jamming to this song. And I'm
yeah.
like, this song,
So
the first time I heard that song, I can't remember when. I've done to that song since.
So I think the way it's like that, the reason it's like that is very simple. The internet and digital creates an illusion of unification that we don't have.
You don't know.
Just because you are listening on it on TikTok doesn't mean it's blowing up.
Going
in
up.
Lagos.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, I agree.
Yes, it does.
Because the people that are playing those, someone might be from Kaduna.
Kaduna,
Are you joking?
Or in Enugu.
Are you joking?
Akure, whatever, right? And TikTok just unifies everybody. So you think that because it's blowing up on TikTok, it's
Is
blowing
Lagos?
up.
blowing
Yes.
up. No.
Nope,
It's
it's
not.
not.
It's not.
Right?
It's not.
But I think that's illusion. But that's the reality that we live in now. Everything is becoming digital. And that
Unfortunately,
shit is
my
kind of
G,
scary.
unfortunately, with how things are blowing up digital, it has created a large. I keep telling people, especially artists or emerging artists, that there's a huge fragmentation in music consumption.
Yeah, there is.
You cannot say.
We're in silos across
You
board.
can't say,
Silos.
I already have 1,000, views of a video of my video on TikTok. That means my song has blown. My G.
No, it might just be on TikTok.
Yeah, it's just on TikTok there.
Fragmentation.
Have you tried to find out why it is blowing up on TikTok? Have you found out where
It is blowing up on
it is
TikTok.
blowing
Can I
up?
give you an example?
I mean,
Love Nwantiti was the biggest thing in Nigeria.
oh yeah.
It was the biggest. No, not Nigeria. It was the biggest thing in the world. But Nigeria didn't give a fuck. Maybe not didn't give a fuck, but you know what I mean.
We weren't paying
In terms
attention
of
until the world
the song
started paying
blew up a year prior to the world discovering it. So we had already jammed it.
So when people were like, wait,
Love Nwantiti is blowing up. Okay, nice.
Let me blow your mind. Do you remember this Reminiscences tune, Burushaga?
Yeah.
yeah.
What if I told you that the song at some point picked up some major numbers somewhere in Latin America?
What?
But nobody was paying attention to it in Nigeria. It's the same
Because
thing.
I
with
enjoyed it.
So it was just the vibe.
Digital is a scary feeling.
But I also think that it's a tool. Like you said, people might, your song, like you said, your song might be blowing up on TikTok. But outside TikTok, people might not know your song.
at all. Or know you.
Or know you.
You might be a
and,
TikTok superstar.
And that's it.
and that's fine. But you can also now use that tool or that popularity to now push or penetrate into other markets.
Yeah,
because
100%.
we cannot
You
deny
can
the fact
leverage.
that you can
Yeah.
leverage on that. And we can't also deny the fact that from that, it might start a thing where it begins to penetrate into other
Regions.
Places, yes.
like TV, like
Yes,
video. I can't
yes.
even lie. When it comes to radio will play a song when it's popular. Now,
some radio
in-
stations
in
now.
Lagos,
in Lagos,
in
in Lagos
Abuja.
and
That's
Abuja.
what it's
Yes.
Yes. So now, everybody, and also, radio also has KPI. They want
Numbers, ratings.
They want ratings.
Of course now.
They want people to listen to their song. They want them to
to
listen to
listen
their
to
radio
show.
station. They want they want a situation where everything that is popping can be heard on radio. I think that's also one of the things that started the problem,
Yeah.
which is that everybody wanted to be the one providing the popular stuff,
Yeah.
because of ratings. because they feel like
with good ratings, good ads,
good
because
revenue. They feel like if you're not playing the popular stuff and you're only
Retention
playing
and stickiness.
yes, you're only playing the emerging or not as popular songs.
Nobody's listening.
Nobody's going to listen. Do you understand? So they want to be the hub
So
where
the
people
music
can.
is a foil for the show.
Is the floor for the shows? Be like, no, please give us popular songs. Don't be breaking. I want to break artists, break. They also want to get the numbers. So I feel like that was one of the problems.
So
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I don't remember.
I don't think it's a radio. I think the way they run radio, yeah, I hear you. But I think I already.
Can I get mixes? Yeah, just please.
We are getting cocktails, bro.
Ayana, let's go.
Official
Let's fuck this
Chivas
shit up. Please, some liquor in the system. Let's lose.
When the remix in
Abba,
the system.
this podcast
ain't no
is zero
telling my
conditions,
fucking
man.
man of this.
Please.
You love it, Abi?
Yeah,
You love it?
yeah. Let's
You
go.
want to come back?
If you invite me,
Okay.
Shema need strippers.
Melody.
So now turn off the lights.
No, turn off which light.
Shower light, nigga.
Put the 2 poles in the middle. Come on.
Man, they twack.
But we won't use Naira.
Oh!
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
The people that watch this show
Yeah.
will have me inside court.
Yeah. We'll just
There are some
transfer.
people that watch this show
Oh my God.
We'll do transfer. We'll
that
do
I can't.
transfer.
No. I'm not even. I can't be spending my money.
Anyhow.
I can watch. I didn't when I watch. I
You won't
Agboju
give
kuro.
money. You will spray money.
some people that their name starts with a B.
Mutonani, I know you. Uvete soju eni. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yikpada. Thank you very much.
Melody.
God bless you.
Melody knows the people that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Please leave me
People
out.
that their name start with a B.
Leave me out of
If
it.
I be, you know,
You are attached, Pele. I'm
I'm
sorry.
not.
Please.
Anyway,
Strip up
Mr.
2.
2 in the middle here.
Yeah, no, 1 year, 1 at the back.
men they talk as we
Yeah,
really show.
with glitters
Sounds like
and everything.
sounds like DJ Khaled will be interested.
Baba, can
even
you
though,
feed DJs?
even though that motherfucker is married with 2 kids, can you imagine?
I think that I don't know, man.
What?
I think we are talking the radio, the conversation. Let's quickly round up.
Yeah, I feel like
So
yeah.
what you say was
No,
that?
continue.
So I just feel like radio it's not an incident of radio being at fault. It's
No, it's
just
not.
an incident of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yes, that's
Not a
it.
false
It's
thing.
So
not.
what radio can now become, what we are witnessing right now is podcasts are kinda sorta
Yeah, well,
doing things.
the,
In my opinion.
everything.
It's
everything.
still
It's
the
still
impact is still very little.
It's still very. It's maybe
Still
not
very
as
little.
pronounced beyond like. So in Lagos, for example, Lagos, Abuja, cosmopolitan cities.
Yes.
Now there are other uni students, advanced, upwardly mobile generation. The percentage of Nigeria, I think about 52, 53,
Bring it
54%. It's under 19%. I'm sorry, 19 years old, right? So it means that about 70% of the country is under 30.
Yes.
So that's a lot of fucking
That's-
young people.
that you
so
need
in a
to
country of
capture.
about 225 people, you are looking at about 130, 140. That is under 30. That's a lot of young people.
That's a
People
huge
that were
demographic.
born. That means they were born after 1990.
After the
from
1994 World
1994.
Cup. After the
insane.
94 World Cup, yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it
so
does.
it means that the reality then becomes what you can't control. It's a lot of people that respond to what the world is.
Yes.
So people also respond to what the world is showing them. So before, I used to watch my DSTV for like a lot of things, right? I still watch my DSTV for my football. When I need to watch certain shows, I still
switch.
go on my DSTV.
Yeah.
But I discovered that I'm becoming more of an internet baby.
Not your fault.
Does that make sense? It's not my fault.
It's convenient.
It's convenient.
It's
Like, as a
convenient.
matter of
That's
fact,
the word.
I actually
Convenient.
watch my TV. I pay for my DSTV.
Yeah,
But I
because
watch
it-
my DSTV online for no fucking reason. I have a decoder. Oh.
That's why it's convenient. So everyone needs to adapt. Everyone has to adapt.
I also think it's a problem. I feel like we spend too much
Give me a
time
sec.
on social media.
That
Spend too
is
They are trying to let us drink.
that is
I
as
don't
a
like this.
result of.
I love it.
If you look at the way technology has
We
evolved
spend too
in
much
the
time
last
on social media for God's
in the
sake.
last.
Widow, or that's just the reality of time.
It's just the reality of things.
Melody. Niggas spend too much time on radio.
It's
Niggas
the-
spend too much time at the rave. You know what they call jump? No, we're talking jump.
I don't think it's
But
healthy.
Wale will know what they call jump.
Of course I do.
I don't think it's healthy.
Why
The
do
amount
you
of
say
time
so?
that we spend on social media
Screen
is
time.
not healthy.
No, it's
Screen
not
time,
healthy.
the consumption
yeah, it's
of
not-
Information.
Information
is too
overload.
much.
Information
It's
overload.
not
yes.
healthy.
Too
It's not
much.
healthy.
It's not.
It's
But Melody, we are from a different. So our generation were very lucky, right? We are at the intersection of too much. We're at the intersection of MTV. We're at the intersection of .com bubble,
I'm telling you,
.com
bro.
bust, social media rise,
You missed
Facebook,
one thing.
TikTok, Snapchat,
Y2K
TikTok,
bust.
Y2K. We're at the intersection of
Every-
we experienced every
everything.
fucking
It's
thing.
too-
Everything.
Also, let's not even move to the bad side. We experienced horrible economy. We experienced.
We saw our parents go like dollar when some of us were born.
you joking?
Was I think in the 80s, dollar
We've
and naira was
experienced too
still
much. I don't even understand how we're still
at
going.
par.
on some
Yeah,
some level.
yeah.
Even it comes with your
Right?
time, now everything on the scatter. This our generation. We're not. No.
But-
I've gone through too much. We should
Let's
all-
talk about Odogwu Silencer.
What? Can we leave Odogwu Silencer?
I don't
Can
know
I
if
get?
conversation, but
Can I get a mixer?
I
here?
think
You
that-
don't lie. You want to talk
Can I
about
get
it.
some?
No,
You have
no,
opinions.
guys. No jokes aside. I feel like so much happened on social media over the week.
Too much.
Too
Way
much.
too much.
In the last 2
I
weeks.
left.
Yes,
I
too
left.
much.
I had to leave at some
Too much
point.
happened. Like it's just like
It's too much.
the problem that I have is with this Odogwu Silencer. Did you know
Matter.
the wedding?
Please don't show that brand on the show, please. Thank you.
With the weddings, with all of this.
Collect our cup.
I
I'll go and
think
put it in the
that
drink.
we do too much
As a generation,
Or as a people?
as a people. Like we don't know when to stop.
in the imperial words of a person called Excel Joab, we're a generation of oversharers.
We do too much. It's like we do way too much. There is no reason people know this much about
About
anybody.
you.
There's no way it is okay.
It's.
Oh, Melody, you agree with me now?
No.
Wow.
There's no way. No, I don't agree with you. With your own opinion.
Ladies and
No.
gentlemen, this is a moment of victory
No, that's a lie, that's a
for
lie.
all the masculinity,
What I am
for
saying
all the
is-
black people,
No.
for the
Tolani, shut
Nigerian
the fuck up,
generation,
Jared.
for the conservative people, for the
Tolani,
center left people.
allow the
It's
woman-
about
allow the woman
time.
speak.
Done. What
Sorry.
I'm saying and what you are saying is totally different. What I'm saying is that there is no way it is okay for people to be disinvested in other people's information. We know too much about other people.
Then don't
Boy,
put
if
up-
Like
you
you're
are-
too kilo, they're too
If you're not
invested.
if you're not sharing it,
That's not true. That's not true.
Melody, let me
Even the things you don't share, they'll go and look for.
no,
Kill me.
no, let me give you a perspective.
That's why we have all these faceless blogs. Are you sharing with them? They'll go and investigate. Who know, who no.
Hello,
Not
Twe.
joking.
How does this lover start?
Hello, Twe. Did they share that information?
No, what I am saying is,
Too invested.
when you think about the news that this lover carries, it's usually about people who are already in the news.
Yes, but they've not shared that side of them.
But no.
Why are you looking
no,
for it?
what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
you are already in the news.
Yes,
Some
you're already
part
in
of
the
your
news.
Life.
private of your life,
It's in the
It's
news.
outside.
of that part of your life,
It's in the
It's already
tag
in
bang
the news. You just don't know it yet, right? Me now, why is nobody coming to carry my relationship? Oh, this is Motola and this girl. Because I am not even putting it
Motolani, you're in a
outside.
relationship.
Yes, I am.
Oh, sorry.
Right? You don't. Nobody's going to come and investigate my life because I don't make it
Public.
what you need to understand.
Or need to hear.
Now, I think what
I need to know.
happened with that situation, I hear you, Melody.
I don't agree.
I hear you completely about the fact that we seem to invested in gossip
Are you?
and other people's business, but
Me,
it's
I
always
like
been
media.
like this. Do you know why? Across human history, human beings have been interested in things that don't fucking concern them. Soft Cell magazine had gossip blogs.
It's true. It's
If your life will bring clicks, they will be invested. Do you think if you were whiskey, they won't bring out who you are
the thing
dating?
So you think I'm not important?
You're not. They're not relevant to the grand scheme of things.
Wow.
If Eletwet were carrying you, who will click it? Everybody will
Wow,
say, Talele. Who is
Motolani,
this?
I'm sorry.
Eletwet will say, hi guys. This number will be trying to introduce you to the comment section. Money. With zero conditions. Who cares?
Who knows you?
Who do you understand?
Who sabi you?
Whiskey is one of the celebrities that people talk about and say that. Wait now.
Why is
This-
nobody carrying nail bliss?
Whiskey, Bliss posts his wife and his child
You are not-
religiously.
Melody.
You're contradicting yourself. You're
No,
saying when
I'm
you don't
not.
share. Wait, and you're saying when you don't share, people will not look for
No,
information.
No, that's
Okay.
not what I'm saying.
I'm liking this.
That's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is,
Yeah.
if you make your life meal for media in a way you make it meal, media is going to feed on it, especially when there's something to feed on. Do you understand? Wait, give me a second.
I will flood your arguments. Continue.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Now, in the case of Sharon, ordinarily what she's doing, I'm happy for her.
She's married.
I don't have
We
a
move.
problem.
Yeah, congratulations to her.
Because this is a woman that she's 33. She's from Benue State, which means
She don't
there's
hustle.
a lot of people in her life that are going to be they would have been shaming her for not having a husband at
And
33.
she's pretty.
And she's a gorgeous babe,
She's
successful,
pretty.
all
Baby's
of that
pretty.
shit. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go on a break.
We'll be right back.
Everything you miss. Conversation is still going on, though. Everything you miss
Will
is
they
going to
come
be
back? Will
out
they
on
come
all
back?
streaming platforms. Podcast platforms. Where you get your podcast? YouTube, Spotify, Audio Mac, Apple Podcasts, Boomplay, and everywhere you get your podcast. This episode was brought to you by Chivas Regal. And
Oh, they're
everything
nice.
on
Oh,
Friday
nice.
at 10 p.m. You are live on Pop Central Channel 189 on DSTV. You can still get at us. zeroconditionspod@gmail.com. All the people that we missed all the people that were meant to come to us last week, come and clean their bottles. Come and clean your bottle. I will drink it.
And
Folu
people are
and-
giving away free bottles.
Folu and who's the other guy now? We have to find it. I can't remember his name.
Come and collect your bottle. I'll mention your name now. If you don't collect your
Do I
bottle,
get a free
Folu,
bottle?
text me.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Hey, you're
wow.
too rich.
Wow.
Very much, ladies and gentlemen. We're back very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back from our break. We have been talking about Odogwu Silencer
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí ètò wa o. Wọ́n sọ dáadáa. Ẹ jẹ́ ẹ sọ fún mi. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí ètò wa.
and Sharon Ooja.
Zero condition náà là ń ṣe báyìí lálẹ́ yìí.
Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́.
Sharon Ooja.
So you understand? So bó ṣe wà yìí gan, a ti mú Chivas Regal.
Regal.
Blame it. I mean, I spent 7 years in Ibadan.
I like it.
No, I gotta give shout out to you.
There's a show in Akure before I get there. We're back. Everything you miss is going to be out on Monday on all streaming platforms, everywhere you get your podcast, including Audio Mac.
Yes. Including Audio Mac.
Shout out to Juwon that plugs us on Audio Mac with our. This episode was brought to you by Chivas Regal, and we're on Pop Central TV, our esteemed partner, Channel 189 on DSTV. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the conversation. What was I meant to say the other time?
Before you go into your AKT commercial, let's wrap up this Sharon so we're not moving up and down.
So Sharon,
there's
the Sharon situation is
what has been posting his wife, nothing has come out.
No.
wait,
What you are saying, so it's a two-pronged conversation. What you are saying is not wrong, but it's an idealistic viewpoint. But the problem is, you and I our viewpoints can't be shared by other people. For example, I don't like the concept of posting shit. People have had, this is what I'm talking about. People have had a problem with me not
You
saying.
post about your
anything.
work.
Eh, that's work.
Yeah, but that's work.
That's work.
So don't say you have a problem with posting shit. You have a
No,
problem with
no,
posting
no,
your
no,
relationship.
No, I haven't posted anything about my life.
That's not true because you post your work.
Yeah, but that's
is
work.
not. That's work.
Work is not my
Work
life.
is
I post-
a part
I post
of your
work.
life.
No, you are not getting it.
No,
That's
And the reason
that's
why
I
I'm
end my
posting the work
paper.
is because the work that I'm talking about is a public thing that I do. I work in media, I work in the music industry. The thing I create is for public consumption.
Consumption,
It can't
yeah.
be hidden.
It's-
Do you understand?
That's
and
fair.
even on those situations, do you know the amount of things that I worked on that people don't know it's me?
That's fair.
So,
But
no.
Sharing is not the problem.
So, no.
so it's the
here's
consumption
thing.
part that you have.
Here's
an
My
the
issue.
own is if there is something to be found,
It will be found.
So,
there's
I
so
don't
many people
disagree
that have
with you.
posted. There's so many
I don't
families. There's
disagree with
so
you.
many
I don't disagree
unions that are
with you.
without
But Melody,
drama.
don't you think you're contradicting yourself with the fact that you're saying if there's something to be found and it should be found and that people should mind
No,
their
it will be
business?
found.
I
Not
think
it should
will
be.
be
It will
I
found.
know,
not.
I know, but you're saying if something to be found, but if there's something to be found, if people were minding their business, would they find it?
People mind their business, just me talking. That can never happen. People will never mind their business.
Yeah, oh,
I generally do not agree to the idea of hiding is protecting. No,
No,
I don't think so.
no, hiding. I don't.
Hiding is
No,
not
no. Hiding is protecting.
I don't think so.
No, let me.
It
let me
depends
tell
on
you
the
why.
circumstances.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Melody, it depends
Let
on
me
the
tell you why.
circumstance.
For example, me as a person, when I was a journalist, and still now, right? Whiskey FC can just wake up on a Saturday morning and drag me.
Yes.
For no reason.
Shopolo
Do you
tele na
understand?
Mutolani.
Like it's
Yes.
just,
Hello.
So
Let
now
me call your
imagine-
full government name. Mutolani Alake. You didn't have sense.
Alake.
Yeah,
No.
yes, Alake.
No.
Hey, I always wanted to know the correct.
Alake. It's Alake.
Bele,
Now,
ye pariwo.
the pro-
Area boy. MC Olomo Light 2.0. Hey, fuck you too,
Now the
nigga.
problem, fuck you too, nigga. Now the problem is, I can't put my life in a situation like that.
And that's
No,
fine.
that's the concept of protecting, right? I can't put myself in a situation like that. I can't put myself in a situation where, you remember the day that we did the rap list episode, and some people were coming for me.
Yeah.
Imagine my relationship was public.
Yeah.
They will come for the
you
person.
still they do rap list.
What?
You still they do
We had a rap
When-
conversation.
like last year, right?
So-
When we did it, and someone literally cut something I said out of context, like it
No,
wasn't
it's
in
not
context.
normal. People,
right?
people
And
will
then
do that.
now imagine people that were coming for me that day, and my relationship. Do you think they will not come for my person?
Of course they will.
Now, so in those situations, privacy is protection, right? It is, right? Because
In that situation.
of my lifestyle, because of the life that I've lived.
And that's fine.
Right, but in the situation,
understandable.
and then another situation where privacy can be protection, it can even apply to the Sharon situation. Do you know why? Wait, let me give you an
Eja
example.
Sharon Lee.
No, let me give.
God bless her marriage.
Do you understand? I wish
her the
I
best.
I wish her the
But the
best.
reason-
To be honest, I
but the
wish her
reason-
all the best.
The reason why
I wish her
the
all
reason
the
why
best.
I am saying it is because I've heard some side. I saw someone do a 70-something part story, not 70, but you get what I mean. Like somebody did a story some days ago. I saw the story, but the story didn't really have any facts. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't see anything
Tangible.
to hold on to.
Yeah.
It just felt like someone that knows about this person and maybe has something against the person.
Now the
Because
person
this
just
person,
wants to talk.
where I really started to roll my eyes was where the person said he's broke, but he's a senior manager at Verizon. I kind of look you like, do you know how much
It is to be
a
any.
senior manager at Verizon earns? Are you
he's
fucking
broke.
mad?
That's my point. Is like internet will always say whatever.
People would always say.
You
what
understand?
they
People
want
will- to me, when I saw the entire
to say. Drama.
Right.
when the first thing I saw
Yeah.
when I saw them was like, oh my god, this is a beautiful thing. Oh my god, the man looks nice. Oh, when I was on the Odogwu Silencer bandwagon. When they started coming to all this, like,
You walked on.
I'm just
You
like,
walked
I beg.
Pass to
Because
the side.
people will always
Have
say
something.
and all this, I feel like, hey, maybe you should have nothing. We're always so quick to make things a teachable moment, but just
Calm down.
nothing is a teachable
Teachable moment to
Please
anybody.
rest.
People are going to do what they want to do. Calm down.
People will
Please,
be
I was
people.
just like, I beg,
so-
move. What's the next thing that is trending? I beg, let's move.
I don't
away
even want to
from
follow
this
trends
conversation.
anymore.
Just like, I beg,
The only thing I
leave.
follow on social media now is Liverpool,
Yeah.
basketball,
Yeah.
music industry.
There was
Who's
not, there's
dropping new
nothing
music?
there.
Music
Do you
Friday.
understand?
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm
like,
on
I
New
beg,
Music
I beg.
Friday. God, man, that's not.
I drop my opinions on basketball, and even now, once it banned me on Twitter,
Oh, really?
I've been banned by the powers that be.
That's new.
Now,
that's
conversation will have on next, you know.
yeah. New Music Friday, man.
What's going on there?
No, before we get there, Melody and I were having a conversation in our group chat.
Okay.
Who's the greatest Nigerian artist of all time?
Greatest Nigerian artist of all time. God damn it. Bro, that question is hard.
Is it? I
Yes.
think there's only one candidate. I think there's only one person.
In terms of influence,
In terms of, so let's get
let's some
what are the
yardsticks.
metrics?
I need
You're pressing
to.
your phone.
Yeah, please. I need to know what are the metrics or yardsticks.
Impact has to be one.
Okay.
Discography has to be one.
Ah.
Commercial success to an extent has to be one.
There's nothing like to an extent.
Exactly.
Definitely has to be there.
It has to be there.
Longevity has to
I'm
be
even trying to
one.
find the conversation we're having about.
Longevity has to be one.
Ah.
And then I think the final thing has to be. Okay, I think we're good. Those four. So impact, discography,
and longevity.
commercial success,
Impact.
longevity.
Ah.
I think those things are very important.
Discography.
I think there's only one candidate for this.
Two Baba.
No, fella.
No, you say okay. So
all time.
my mind went
Impact,
to
discography, commercial success. What's the last one?
Longevity.
longevity. So my mind went to Abameda,
I think we should use in
but
modern
because of
We should.
we do not. When I say
You think we should?
we should use what?
I was saying that we should do it in modern Afrobeat because if we remove modern Afrobeat and just say of all time,
It's
Of
a
all
big
time.
conversation.
Yeah, it's a big
Massive.
because
But even in that-
we
even in
don't.
that
Do you
place-
have? We don't have. Do we have records of how many? Proper data of how many records
Yeah.
Baba
Yeah,
sold?
we can't.
we
Not
don't.
numbers, but the impact is too much.
The impact.
know the
see,
impact,
bros,
but we don't
I
have
would
the
not
numbers.
lie.
Discography
The
is
impact.
insane. The commercial success is good.
See, the impact.
forever impact.
The impact plus commercial success. Yeah,
Ridiculous.
of Baba
It's insane.
is,
It's insane.
was, and will
Always
always be.
As a matter of fact, that's
You know,
why
do you
I
understand?
don't
Will
think
always be
anybody
ridiculous.
can contend with.
No, it's hard because you see the thing is, here's how deep that commercial success has been. It has gotten so deep that even without him being alive, God rest his soul,
He's been dead for 28
understand?
years.
Baba's name still commands.
He's
a
been
crowd.
bigger in Western and European world since he
Since,
died.
do you understand?
Yes.
After he died, even way bigger
it's
than
it's
when he
huge.
died.
And
So,
another thing that continues.
shout out to Baba, but
Another
yeah,
thing that
bros,
continues to-
Actually
calm
think-
down, calm down.
Another thing, sorry, Tonani, on the fella thing. Another thing that continues to cement.
Where is Richard?
Another
Yeah.
thing that continues to cement,
Baba's
his
influence.
impact
Yeah.
is the growth of Afrobeat as a genre.
Yeah, it has impacted.
Because the more the genre
Grows.
the more the genre grows, and the more the genre is the umbrella for Nigerian music,
Yes.
the more his popularity continues to grow
Increase.
because people are going to continue to ask for the history, why that name,
And then they're going to
where
find him.
They're going to find him. So the more this Afrobeat movement continues to grow, the more Afrobeat remains our umbrella term for Nigerian music.
No,
the
we're
more his
forgetting one
impact is
thing.
going to.
Though. Shout out to the entire Kuti family
Shout out to them.
because it's to.
But if
keep-
Nigeria gets better, what would the Kuti sing about?
what would the Kutis sing about?
If Nigeria gets better.
So here's the thing: it's not what the Kutis would sing about. His song, their songs will consistently be a reminder of our growth as a people and as a nation.
Will it?
Yes,
Yes,
because
I'm
it
gonna
will
reference-
show.
Sorry.
those years ago,
It will show where we are coming
coming
from,
from.
and where we've gotten to,
But
and
what-
where we should never go back to.
What will they sing about?
That will be left for them to determine.
I think that they.
That'll be let's leave that for them to determine.
I agree.
We are
Do
going
you
to. We are
understand?
going very soon.
Let's leave that for them to determine. It's
We are going to
it's hard to say, oh yeah, they will probably sing about this, they'll probably sing about that. But interestingly, it's music. You can never run out of things to sing about.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And also, when it comes to Nigeria,
It is Afrobeat. Sorry, it is Afrobeat.
Wale,
You can never run out of things to sing about YG.
Wale, let's say, even if it gets better, how better can it get in Nigeria?
Okay,
No.
wait.
Well,
Let's. Oh God, that is not
Hypothetical.
fair.
Melody,
No,
hypothetical.
melody. Mi ò gbà n tó ń sọ yẹn gan mi ò gbà. I
How-
did not agree
how better
because
Melody, you are not.
no.
You lost faith.
You
Don't you hear that they just changed your national anthem?
Oh yeah, go up,
Your
patriotic.
national anthem.
You have to be a patriotic.
Nigeria, we
we
hate
hate
you.
the mo gbé. Producer, it's not me.
I beg you.
It's not me. It's not me.
How
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ
better can
dákun.
it get?
Wait,
It will
we
get
didn't even talk about that national anthem situation on this episode.
Yes, we
Mo
did.
ní- mo bínú.
Tony, please, we did.
Oh yeah, sorry. Now, what we need to, about the greatest Nigerian artist of all time.
Fela Kuti.
I actually don't think even between 99 and now, I don't think it's Tubaba anymore.
No, so why did I mention? Oh, okay. Now that you say that,
1999.
since you've brought it
That
from
timeline.
99, no, it's no longer.
It's no longer Tubaba.
It's no longer
Because
Tubaba.
and if it's no longer Tubaba, it was for a long time.
It was.
Yes, for a very long time.
But the
And
argument,
the only thing that is taking him out of that is just
the only people.
the only reason he is the lack of consistency
Not really. No.
in
Are
the
you sure?
music.
No. He was consistent when it was.
I'm saying the only thing that is taking
In
him
his
out of
prime.
that conversation now. I'm
I
not
don't
saying
think
then.
so. No, I don't think so.
What will you say?
It's
You think
just
if he were
that-
still dropping music at the frequency that he was at the time,
Yeah.
do you think he won't be in this
No, he
conversation?
won't.
No, because
And if those songs were doing commercially
No,
great,
he
No.
won't. He won't.
Tubaba is talented.
Yeah.
yeah.
I gotta
He's
give it.
possibly the. Is the so if we're talking about the progenies of stylistic evolution in Nigerian music
Of Afropop.
of Afropop music, right?
Baba did,
Since
yeah.
'99, I would say is Two-Face. I would say is Wande Cole.
Yes.
Wande Cole is what we are doing now. To a large extent, is the progeny of whatever the fuck we're doing now. Moshi to Mo Eats is the progeny.
Classic album though.
I think to a large extent, I think Banga did a lot. The Bunch, Bangali did a lot because I think his album is one of the templates of what Afrobeats has become. I think Nice is also in that conversation.
Yes, he is.
Nice is definitely in that conversation.
He is.
But I think another person that's in that conversation is Timaya because of the street hop angles. What street hop has become. True Story is the first genuine street hop classic that we know in Nigerian music.
An album.
Yeah, it's the classic album that we have.
An album.
It's the progeny of street hop music, and street music is what. I mean, maybe not. A lot of people are going to argue that okay, it's from PH. How about the Ajegole boys?
When you say street hop, if you say he's the what?
Progeny.
He's the progeny of street hop. Where will you put Terry J?
Do you know why I'm saying it's him? The person that produced him at the time was K Solo.
Who came first?
K Solo.
No, Terry J
Timaya.
and Timaya.
Timaya came first.
Timaya
Terry
came
J
first.
was already around as a producer.
Yes.
But Timaya blew up.
Blew
at
up
the time.
before, okay.
And then whatever success he had was what became. And K Solo produced him. And you see the aspect of K Solo's music that blew up is what Terry G pivoted upon.
But when you are saying
and you know that K Solo and Terry G are both Ijushaga artist people,
Yeah.
right? And that Pangolo music, in a woman delay, chai, right? That sound,
will you really
Terry
call
G
that
just-
Pangolo?
That's what it was
street hop
called.
music. That's what it was.
So I hear that it is called Pangolo music, right?
Yeah.
It's street hop music.
Yeah.
But if we're like comparing it to the kind of Pangolo that Terry G did,
Yeah,
will you still compare that Pangolo to the?
it's the same thing.
Is it?
Let me. So Melody.
same-
So let's break it down.
So-
okay, Wale, go.
Terry G only just took what K Solo had done,
Thank you.
stripped it, and
And
then
added his own style,
added
fused
his
his
own,
own style.
and then now layered it with his
something
blood.
else.
That was
Yeah,
it. But
that
it
was
was
what it was.
still the same.
K
The
Solo
same
thing.
That was still the same thing.
Yeah.
You could.
The
feel
sound
it.
was
It
the
was
same.
the same.
The style
It
was not the same.
Yeah, it was.
But the sound
that
was
sound
essentially the
was
same.
was.
And
it was
then Terry G
basic.
added that.
Interestingly, that
instrument
vibe.
thing.
Ooh la la. That you every Alaba mix you buy, number 1 to was 100 songs.
It depends on the street of that.
Number
you buy,
1 to
on the mix
30,
that you buy.
you would
If it's
hear
DJ
that.
If it's DJ Kami, it's about at
You
least
would hear that vibe.
Kami,
You
DJ
would
Kaba,
hear-
Homa,
you would
Kamo.
hear it. It was always there.
This guy,
So
they
the fact,
laugh, you know
in
that
fact, that it got to the point where if a particular Alaba mix didn't have it, it didn't sell well on the streets. So people would always look out for it. Hello, Alore. Ele Osimbe.
I beg.
Charlie. That was it. So you'd go to. It was normal.
Yeah.
It was there. It was.
So
shout out to
you
K-Solo,
can't
man.
erase K Solo away
No, shout out to
Of
K
course.
Solo. Shout
from
out to
what
K-Solo.
Terry G became, and the fact that both of them are Ijushaga brethren, both of them are Ijushaga, that area, all of them are. They are the
Oh
brethren
yeah,
of those
Danny S even jumped on it.
Yeah.
That was what Danny S used.
But,
to jump
so,
out.
but there can also be the argument of his street hop is more of like the Port Harcourt kind of sound, and not the
So
the
no,
now.
Melody. So there's a part of the production, and there's a part of the style. Now, what Timaya was doing stylistically, not sound. The sound is the same. Stylistically, was a lot of PH, but even the cadences. This
Interestingly, this was the same line that came to my head.
was the song? As a carry call? No, that's not even the song I'm looking for. There was a song that was on that. There were commercial songs on that you can draw a straight line between them and what Timaya became, because Terry G is also a Benue boy. He just got in Lagos,
yeah.
right? So you can draw a straight line between the cadences and the style. Now, I'm not saying Terry G repeated Timaya 100%. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Terry G is a product of that, because it's a theory of Hegel. Shout out to Shegun and Kondi that broke this down to me some years ago. The theory of Hegel, in sociology, of course, you know Hegel, right? It's the theory of Hegel. You can't deduct a subsequent phenomenon from what existed before. It's not going to happen. You can't.
It will always be there.
It will always be there. It's just like
always be there.
when Burna Boy said, nobody inspired me, nobody. No,
Oh,
you can't say that.
yes, you are good at what you do.
You are good
but
at what
sit
you are
down.
great. You are
My
probably
guy,
going to be top 3, top
Burna
4,
Boy, sit down,
top 5
calm
of all
down.
time, Nigerian history. But you can't say that. Because at the end of the day, you sample a lot of classic shit. But aside from that, your style itself is a combination of Tubaba and Wandeko. Right?
Sit down. People don't date there
Marked
before
with a
you.
lot of dancehall music and rap music.
Yeah.
That's what you are. Essentially.
They're now tossing a bit of R&B.
R&B into it. So you can't essentially say that. So what I'm saying in essence is, I think, in my opinion, the greatest of this era is Wiz. In my opinion. In my opinion. I think the greatest of 1990 and now is Wiz.
Wizkid.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. My opinion.
Some people don't agree.
My
oh.
opinion. I know some people don't agree.
Some people
but
don't agree.
when you look at the longevity of Wiz, is insane. Now, let's even say maybe Burna is number 1. You can say Wiz is number 2. Wiz dropped his debut album in 2011, blood. Now, let's say Burna, even though Burna is number 1 now, Burna wasn't a slouch at the start of his career. Like to Party, his debut album were great moves.
True.
Shout out to Aristocrats, right? But after the debut album, he had the South Africa and the Ghana feature run, all of that stuff. But he wasn't Wiz. He wasn't David. He wasn't Olamide. He wasn't even Tiwa. But by the time he released Outside, the album, he went into an astronomical stratosphere.
The evolution was
But
clear.
what's not going to happen and Outside came out in 2018, January,
Yes.
I believe. What's going to happen to the 7 years of dominance before then? When Olamide won 3 album of the year.
So yes, if you're
What's going to happen that year that Tiwa won Best African Act at the EMAs?
so obviously if you're having the conversation about over a period of time, you cannot take out
Highlight a
success
period,
that
yeah.
is just like maybe 2-3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
You have to take like the
Every-
entire
Entire-
saying
everything.
like 10 years, you're saying like 20
Yeah.
years, you're saying
Yeah.
like 30 years. So
You
that
must have a holistic approach.
Yeah,
holistic approach.
exactly.
Yeah, you must
So
have an
with
overview.
Wiz did it bigger in the first 7 years of Burna's career. By far.
But wait, though, I just remember something. So some kind of people featured Wizkid in his early days,
Wiz is
and they are gone.
Wiz.
Yes, now.
Yeah.
Jeez,
And he's still here, yeah.
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 LAX rode on Whiskey to come into the industry. Mr. Easy rode on Whiskey to come into the industry. Have you forgotten?
No.
Yes, they did.
No, for Mr. Easy. Mr. Easy was already
Big in Ghana.
He was already big in Ghana.
Maybe not big.
Was
but
he
he had
big
a,
in
he had a
Ghana?
thing.
He had a thing in Ghana, but wait,
Yeah,
when
he
he
had a
dropped the
following.
year that he
He had
had
a
Co-sign.
following.
The Whiskey
wait
co-signed
now,
a lot for
wait.
him.
Of course, the Whiskey co-signed did so much for Mr. Easy, but before the Whiskey co-signed, he had a year where he was ruling
skin
Nigeria.
tight.
Are you joking?
No. But by the
That
time
year,
no, Melody.
that's Mr. Easy. Was it 2017? What
No,
was
no.
that his year?
Yeah, 2016, 15, 16.
I
15.
can't remember the year.
But-
when he gave us skin tight, gave us the
Yeah,
Lagos
but the
Rave,
thing
gave
is,
us-
by that point, the thing that was bringing him into the industry was that he was signed to Starboy.
was he already at that time?
Yeah, it was. By the time he won Best Next Rated,
Yes.
the conversation was already a
When
Whiskey
he
thing.
gave us skin tight, was he signed to Whiskey already at the time?
But that was a narrative. I don't know if it was officially signed.
There were conversations around it.
Had Whiskey announced him at that time?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there were
think so.
conversations. I remember there
I
were
think so.
conversations around it. I even remember turning on the radio one time and listening to Ano AP introduce Mr. Easy as Wizkid's artist.
Whiskey's protege.
Yeah, and I was like, she, but boy, is he signed Mr.
Yeah.
Easy?
I don't know if they officially signed. I can't
Yeah, I
speak to
don't
that.
You
know.
are,
Are
when
you
you remember that
serious?
co-sign
Like-
Yeah, but the
conversation where
co-sign
he announced-
conversation
was already
there.
there.
It was there.
Was there already?
It was
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Yeah, it was there. I remember very well.
So the reason why I'm going to give Wiz is, even in this era, the only song that's bigger than Essence is Calm Down.
When you say big, are you talking about the numbers now?
Charting position in the US, crossover success.
Crossover success.
Like the era that we are is the era of crossover,
Yes.
right? The only thing that Wiz is not doing as much as Burna right now is the stadium shows. That's the only thing.
Wiz,
But he's not a slouchy
Wiz
guy.
will tell you that he's not interested.
Exactly. But he did a stadium show in the UK. It's not like he's not doing stadium shows. Wiz did back-to-back O2 Arena.
Sold
Back-to-back
out.
nights.
Sold out
3
in-
nights.
that's
Sold
sold
out in
out.
seconds.
Sold out.
Whatever.
Sold out. You gotta give it to Wiz, man.
You understand?
You gotta give
So-
it to Wiz.
I think Wiz is the goat of this era.
You gotta give it to Wiz. And to still stay
When you really think about
relevant.
it.
Man, Baba, drop this thing. Wiz,
I
I know
think-
say you get
So
bullets.
The
drop
place
her.
where I'm still
Drop this thing.
considering, I think you and Wale can answer that for me, is
I'm trying to check this.
of this era, who is going to follow Wiz? Is it David or is it Burna?
Nobody. Because I mean,
Why
time
did you
and
say
chance.
nobody? Okay.
Time and chance. The way music consumption has evolved, especially post-COVID, there is no proper template to say, so this album is going to do this, and you're going to achieve this, and this is going to happen, and then we can go on to this particular phase again.
Like plug and play.
It's
It
gone.
doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. It's gone.
Yeah.
It is gone. I mean, we woke up one day.
Everything changed.
What's it changed, man? Baba, we fucking woke up one day, and everybody started hearing Tyler. Ta ló tún jẹ́ Tyler, ẹjọ́ ẹ dákun. Ta ló ń jẹ́ Tyler. We woke up one day, and one babe started telling us things that we knew, but just we didn't express it. Thames.
Wale, sorry, give me a second. Our cocktail guy is finally in the building. Shout out to Richard.
Shorty day.
What's he do?
Cocktail.
Play.
Ẹjọ́ ẹ dákun.
You want to come in?
Tolani,
Oh yeah, let's go.
First set.
please
hold on
do.
our first set.
Solani, you want
Eh?
you want to take the bottle? Yes, you can take it.
Yeah, take the bottle.
Come and take. Wait. Pour small
So
Shivas.
on this
Give it
conversation,
a
when
taster.
you are saying that,
Shivas.
when you are saying that,
Shivas, please. Shivas. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Tolani, when you guys are saying that when it comes to numbers, an Afrobeat song, like there is no Afrobeat, the biggest Afrobeat song after Rema. Rema's Calm Down globally with numbers.
Yeah.
What about Love Wanting? Talking about
That's a good
songs.
question.
That's not true.
So,
What's Love Wanting thing? The
Melody.
numbers of that song.
Melody, Calm Down is the biggest. Trust me.
Calm Down. I know. I'm thinking about the numbers. Calm Down is the biggest.
Calm Down
After
is the
Calm
biggest.
Down, there's Love Wanting thing. Numbers.
Numbers wise, and I think spread wise, I hear you.
Numbers,
So I think the
numbers.
difference between Love Wanting and I think you are right actually. Love Wanting and Essence is, I feel like Essence was more a US thing
Yes.
and a UK thing by incidence. But even though Love Wanting was not as big in the US as Essence, I think it had a
Globally.
bit of a spread.
And numbers.
they did.
So
It was ridiculous.
I think Love Wanting might be the, but I was talking about it in the context
Because of the
like,
artist.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
yeah,
yes.
because of the artist now. I think that's just the only thing I was missing with that
Yeah.
with the Love
But that's a
Wanting.
good clarification. You're not wrong.
I like that. I actually didn't think about it.
Afrobeat history.
Hello, Gba Shop Noku.
Historia.
Melody Shop Noku.
Historia.
Take it.
Happy
Take your
home.
flowers. Oh, ask your next question.
No, there's no next question. But I just think that the reason when now people have this conversation, there's a lot
Yeah.
of conversation around Burna because, like you said, in recent years, Burna's run has been ridiculous.
That's been insane.
You
Unprecedented.
It can't be
You
denied.
You can't.
You know how they said there's kind of the kind of money that you have now that will raise your years of poverty.
Yes, no. Normal now.
See that that part that people say it was not. Burna
wasn't
Boy was
popping.
not- I think the success now it do be erasing
Don't-
it
I think
no.
for him, yes.
because the run is ridiculous.
yeah, for him, yes.
Yes, I
But-
don't remember his non-glory days because
No,
glory,
it's not like he didn't have glory. He did. He
my
always
point
had
no,
glory.
I'm just saying that in the context of this
Ologo.
conversation, like I don't remember the
Look up,
days
it's my shine. One
I
ton
don't
on Sibe.
remember the days where people say that he was not shining because it's
One
too
ton on
shine.
Sibe,
Not that he's shining now. It do be
So
blinding.
it covers everything.
It
that we
don't
have
cover.
said.
It don't
oh.
cover.
I hear you.
You see those
But
years?
Melody, but when we're now having conversation about like
I hear that part. Legend and all of that. You have to bring
greatest,
everything.
all of,
I
it's
hear
a
that.
summation of whatever has been happening.
Burna
during
Boy
the career.
is.
No, but if
Man
we're
is-
judging by the last 7 years, Burna Boy gaps everybody.
Or A? You say Gap. Why are you underrating him? If you say that, as per this last 7 years, yeah,
It's ridiculous.
Baba has
Gap,
dwarfed.
bro. It's crazy.
Man has dwarfed
Everybody.
everybody. You see, look, I know you would watch this podcast and you want to argue, yeah, but Ayewande that lives in Bratuni that lives in Ogbomoso. But forget Wiz Davido. In the last 7 years, Burna Boy has grown,
He's
evolved,
the guy.
changed his style, rechanged it
His
again, unlearned so many things to the point that his performances across the
You see that
globe,
performance at the Grammy?
brother, his performances have become templates for...
Anytime I
Burna Boy will come and perform for you, and you think you are eating moi LMIMG.
Yeah.
Are you normal?
Yeah.
So
There is no way you would
He's
not.
not so. I think one thing that Melody mentioned some time ago was the way he laughs on the stage.
he's having so much fun.
He's enjoying himself. He's like,
He's having
this is
so
me.
much
This I am
fun.
in my shout out to Whiskey essence.
Nah,
Burna,
he's so good.
thank you very much.
He's
Shout out to
so
Burna,
good.
man.
Shout out
And
to
even
Burna.
like
Thank you
when
for making good
listen to
music,
the
bro.
music,
Thank you
you're
for
just
making
like,
good music.
"Nah, what?
If the last 7 years is what we're judging greatness by, I'm like the Gap go man.
Amen.
Do you know that?
Bro.
So it's like-
Don't Grammy.
Yeah.
It's like when we had that conversation about music and when we said that Afrobeat artists were saying that they don't want to put in a box, they want to do other genres. Burna Boy just went and did a rap thing.
album.
Just went easy.
A rap infused album.
A
Album.
rap infused album, just casually.
Hey,
You didn't have to
and
start
they announced
debating.
it.
You
Can
didn't
I-
have to start
let me
debating
just-
what the
oh,
album
yeah,
means.
yeah.
You know how casual
You
it
get.
is.
Let
So
me quickly say.
casual.
that
Let me
even-
say this. Shout out to Burna, Wiz, and Davido. But
Yeah.
if you're an emerging artist and you're watching this or you're listening, we've mentioned 7 years, we've mentioned 10 years, we've mentioned 20 years. These guys didn't wake up one day and blow up.
Over time. And
They
different templates.
Created processes, they unlearned, they relearned, they
going.
kept hustling, they changed the
Davido,
narrative,
Melody.
owned the narrative, and they infused so many things to
Yeah.
get to where they are.
Yep.
If you think it is about getting on playlists, I drink to your failure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who,
Thank you.
When we are talking about the greatest Nigerian artists of all time, I'm going to pose you guys a very uncomfortable question.
Let's go.
Rank them in order of greatness.
Mutolani.
To Baba,
Okay.
Banga.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Peter and I'm Paul.
Ooh.
Together, we are P Square.
Just those three.
Yeah.
The band. P Square.
To Baba,
Tubaba, the band.
Banga.
So,
P
so
Square.
let's use the time frame. How many years? From what year to what?
From 99.
To what year? To now?
It's a, that's the most difficult
You guys,
conversation.
please.
Melody, do you want to go first?
I can't. I'm not,
Why
I'm
did you
even,
want to go
like,
first?
No, you go first.
I live for this shit. Do you want me to go first?
Oh, okay, why don't you go first?
You going bodada but Banga.
One.
Really?
Third.
Okay.
Okay.
Tubaba first.
Really?
P Square second.
Why?
Here's why. Tubaba basically allowed us to reevaluate what we saw when Junior and Pretty came into the scene.
I hear you. Hip hop influences.
You understand? He allowed us to enjoy
The
what
art and essence of music.
you understand what people like groups like Rough Rugged and Raw had and the likes, and because of Tubaba, a lot of people went back to listen to
All of them.
all of them.
Yep.
Someone like me.
You
Yep.
get P Square gave us the vibe that we didn't know we had,
And they're making them hits.
and they were making
Bro.
hits. These guys gave us the African version of Boys to Men.
I hear you.
They now sprinkled Usher.
And they now, you understand?
They now brought Igbo.
Do you understand?
Nah, those guys.
In between the salad they were serving with abacha and garden egg,
They were putting gourmet.
you understand?
Cuisine.
Style.
One guy now came
It's
out.
not temptation.
Nah.
The Banj now came. The Banj for me on the list, third, but perfect dessert.
I hear you.
I hear you.
Perfect dessert. Like, man came and said, you've been listening to R&B. No wala. When I don't dance finish here, when I can't gyrate.
Yeah.
And me go. See, fuck it. The Banj gave us the first level of trabaye that we know now. It was the Banj. It was the
I hear
Banj.
you.
Without the Banj, there will be no trabaye.
Shout out to Jazzy too.
That was obey. Take it anywhere. Without the Banj and Don Jazzy, there will be no trabaye today. Cheers, Chivas. Thank you.
Can I go? Or do you want to go?
Go,
next?
no, can I go?
I think you should.
No, go.
I think P Square is the goat of that conversation.
Of that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think P Square is.
One.
I hate conversations like this.
You started it. So the way they this boy.
Let me take that again. So discography, I'll give it to P Square.
Ah no, yes. Huh?
Impact. I'll give it to Two Face.
Yes.
Discography. You give it to.
P Square.
P Square, yeah.
Impact. Give it
Impact, I'll give it to Two Face.
Mm-hmm.
What are the other things?
The last
Commercial
person is-
success.
Okay, commercial
Longevity,
success.
commercial success. Commercial success, I think it's P Square as well.
The square, yeah.
What's the other one?
Longevity.
Longevity, yeah.
Longevity, I'll give it to Baba. But I think legacy-wise of what it means to be a superstar artist, I think since 1999, what it means to be a superstar artist, I think two people have defined it the most. I think it's the Banj for male
Yes.
artists. I think it's Tiwa Savage for women, or generally
For the women.
the people that broke ceilings so that people
Yeah.
can be superstars
Yeah,
comfortably.
yeah, true.
I agree.
Two of
True.
them.
I agree
We-
100%.
yeah,
You
yeah, I
understand?
agree.
I
I
agree.
agree.
It's the two of
I
them,
agree.
like by far. Nobody fucking comes close.
Nobody, yeah.
Nobody defined what a superstar is
So-
like the two of them.
Someone was
I
asking.
agree on Tiwa Savage undoubtedly for the women.
Ah,
I agree for Tiwa Savage
you try.
undoubtedly for the women. But before, so this is how I say.
Yeah.
When it comes to the men, the Banj defined what it means to be a superstar. Not necessarily what it means to be an art.
A super talented artist that
Not-
everybody can say, this is what you are great at.
Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
He made us understand a pop culture symbol. That was what
He did.
the band did. He showed us what it is to be a superstar, like a pop culture
Maven.
maven. That was the band.
Pause.
Do you understand? He showed us what it is. Before the band came on, we always had superstars. We had talented artists. The band, P Square. We had Two Face and all of that. But with the band, I think he showed us Reese.
The man showed us Riz. He's the first person that showed us.
He showed us Reese as an
Superstar
artist where
Reese.
he
True,
did.
sha.
That
He
motherfucker
had-
performed in a tour like 22 hours.
He had this finesse to him. He had his lingo. He had name for his fans. He had charisma.
Don Jazzy
He had
again. And it was
so
fine as fuck.
He was an entertainer. He showed us what it is to be an entertainer. So he defined that.
What
when it
means to be a
comes
superstar, actually?
Yes, like I'll say it more
I
than
remember
entertainer,
when
sha.
people were so brand wise. I don't think people remember this, but I think I need to remember people. Sorry, Melody. When the band was ticking all the boxes, the two people that were closer to him at different points were Tubaba, and
P-Square.
at some points it was Yahuze Olumentane.
Yeah.
At some points it was Timaya for
What do you mean closer to him?
like
In terms
at
of-
different points. So let's say between 04 and 09, right? The people that are closer to him in terms of the year that they had success,
What
right?
people square?
Yeah, like P Square years were closer to him, and then maybe like Nice at some point, where in Yauze Phase at some point was not too far off. So I think some of those people at different points were in and around him, but the band was the one that was knocking it out of the park. Them Jazzy had been doing this shit. The marketing was on point. The identity was on point. The video shoots. Do you remember that earlier in the days of OG Nice and Tugaba, we used to drag their stage performance and videos?
Yeah.
Have you forgotten?
Yeah.
So that's why I say that the band defined that pop culture superstar thing. But when it comes to like being an artist, what Two-Face did before he did it was unprecedented. The global success that he had with African Queen. When we're talking about how like this, we charting global digital. What Two-Face did with African Queen, no artist had done it before. He did it globally.
Yeah, but no artist did what in his era.
Of course, in his era. Globally. Do you understand? So I feel like because time has passed, conversations at that time.
Oliver Twist was bigger though.
Yes, but before
Not the same era.
Not the same era.
But just after.
But before then, nobody had done in that era what Two-Face did with African Queen.
What it did at the African Queen level at the time.
At that time
was
insane. It was insane.
It was massive.
We were like,
the
what?
movie being on Fat Girls was an entirely different moment.
That
for
was.
Nigerian.
I put it to you that I'm sure a lot of Nigerian artists were like, so Ali Guri,
Do you understand?
Let's invite our Shivas guy to come and tell us about
Yes.
Yes.
Guys. Richard, come, wear your attire and come. We're enjoying our lives, bro. Shout out to Shivas.
I want to come again. Shivas, I found I don't want to have fuel in my car.
Shivas now, our sugar daddy. Shivas, our sugar daddy.
Shivas.
Wait, Melody,
Come.
is Shivas a man or a woman? I mean, Melody, what do you
need
think?
to ask him. I have
Shivas.
Richard, is Shivas a man or a woman? Come inside. Oh yeah, come inside. Ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing Richard here, number one mixologist in Lagos, the number one superstar mixologist in Lagos.
Let's go.
And I'm coming with my
And it's coming with three.
favorite Chivas Regal cocktail.
Shout out to
This guy
Free
tried.
Flow.
I'm alive.
Free Flow.
Free flow.
The Shivas Free Flow.
Free flow.
Okay.
Come here, come
Free flow.
Just knows what we use.
Ah,
With everybody. Actually.
I like flow.
Oh God, Wale, please now.
No, as in
Wale,
what?
Wale-
I like flow.
Come and
No,
sit
I
down.
mean,
Richard, come and explain.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Don't do it. I want to feel watermelon.
Watermelon
See.
see.
Hello. Bros
Hello,
Richo.
babe.
Sit down. Bros Richo. Yeah, let's talk.
Hi.
Kilo anwe.
So this is a cocktail. My name is Richard. I'm a mixologist for Chivas Regal.
Mixo. I want
It's nice to be with you guys today.
let's go.
Can I carry mine?
Yeah, definitely sure, please do. So let me tell you what you're gonna drink.
Oh yeah.
So you're drinking a cocktail from Chivas Regal. So in this drink you have 3 recipes.
Can you hear him?
outside
They can't hear him.
All right. In this cocktail, you have 3 recipes outside the Chivas Regal, which is the classic whiskey or blended Scotch whiskey. So you have a blend of coconut and fresh watermelon. So this watermelon
it's
actually
balanced
fresh.
diet.
Yeah, it's a balanced drink. It's refreshing as well. It's very refreshing.
Music
drink.
to my ears, just like music. Please go.
Your response after having
Please
this
go on.
coffee
Please go on.
drink. So it's a blend of coconut and
killing
watermelon,
me.
fresh watermelon
Yeah.
and coconut with a little bit of citrus with our Chivas Regal, Chivas XV precisely, in this drink.
XV. Is XV that is inside?
Exactly.
I know they usually
try your drinks and let's hear.
Melody. Yeah, ladies first. Baby girl.
I've had it before. Because I'm
had it before?
I'm a man of the house.
You've had it
But
before?
guess what? This is my favorite drink. Anytime I see Richard, I say, Richard, give me. Wait now.
He wants to have double.
It's actually so good.
He has had it
It's
before
actually
now.
so good.
Anytime I see Richard on the streets, I say, Richard.
Right, Richard? You have another cup.
I do. I can make you another drink, but I actually have 3 different drinks to showcase to you guys tonight.
Ah,
If you
3?
have- if you have the time to.
No,
enjoy
they have time. I have time. I didn't go to my house. There's nobody waiting for me. We didn't do
This is
shares.
so nice.
Melody.
This is actually so nice.
Cheers,
I can't even
cheers.
lie.
I know.
What?
I know.
This is so nice.
Thank you. Thanks to Chivas Regal.
It's so nice.
Coming up with
Are we
this
allowed to eat
cocktail.
the watermelon?
Yeah, feel free. It's
Ah,
all
thank
fresh
you.
and
Wale,
good to
please.
go.
Kill me. Wale,
Oh,
say, can
fresh
we
and
eat the
good to
watermelon?
I have to be.
Can we?
I mean, what's the point of coming for zero condition when?
You can't stop.
Brian Shad,
So,
Nice.
so how can you relate with this now? What do you have to say about the drink?
I already asked you if you have another one. You asked me what I want
It's
to
actually
say.
really. I like
I
the
don't
taste.
understand.
It's actually
You can
sweet.
tell about the flavor of the drink, the fruitiness,
So nice.
and the
The
refreshment.
fruitiness is so it's so fruity, it's so refreshing, and it's easy going.
Yeah.
Like I just like it's
You
so
can have it as a welcome drink.
Yeah,
It's a drink you can have
so
all day round.
Have-
You can have it in
have
the
a-
morning.
have a
You can have it in the
complaint.
afternoon. You can have it in the
Have a
evening.
complaint. Have a complaint.
that's finished.
Yeah, it has finished. That's my
Because
complaint.
it's so refreshing and so lovely to have. I can make you one more after this. So I'm
I
going to
want.
introduce the second drink.
Ah, there's another drink.
The second
Please
drink
bring the
is-
second
it's,
drink. Bring the
it's a classic
second
for
drink.
Chivas Regal.
Ah, Jesus. This is the kind of thing I want to be doing in my life.
Come on. Do you want to come back?
Ah! Next week, I have full tank of fuel by the grace of God. That did not
Oh, this
come.
is so nice.
I will come. No, but on a serious note,
It's so nice.
how?
Can we make this at
You
home?
can actually make this at home.
Please
I
tell us
can
how.
Take you through.
Uh-huh.
What you need to have.
That's what I want
First
to
thing
do.
to have is your Chivas Regal.
No, that is not a problem.
Classic. Get a bottle of Chivas Regal. in
Any
the kitchen.
particular Chivas
Get,
Regal?
I'll prefer the Chivas 15 for this particular cocktail.
John,
The
XV.
XV. Chivas XV Chivas 15.
I know where they sell original one.
No, original is everywhere actually.
No,
You
it's
can
not.
actually-
It's
you can
bros.
actually in our major superstores
Major superstores
Stores.
in Lagos.
in Lagos.
Ah,
You
very
can go
good.
to the Drinks NG. You can go to.
I love it when you say things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you can mix at home.
Yeah.
Just have your citrus, which is your fresh lemon juice. Just juice it out. Have the juice itself.
Okay.
Got a coconut.
So nice.
You can have a coconut,
So nice.
the liquid of coconut. You can have the syrup or the water itself.
You mean the liquid itself? Go.
So, oh come on!
Wait,
It's so nice.
You can get one more, and the last thing is your
Watermelon.
strawberry.
Okay.
So the watermelon is a fresh watermelon. So you just muddle the watermelon, or you blend it to get the juice of the watermelon. A combination of these three items, the Chivas Regal. That's what you have.
Watermelon, coconut.
Citrus,
Strawberry.
and strawberry.
Okay.
And ice.
Watermelon, citrus, strawberry, and coconut. Okay.
That's what we have in there.
I like it.
So you
I
can
like it a
muddle the watermelon and throw the liquid, mix the liquid together with ice cubes, shake it very well, and it's strained over.
So I need a shaker.
Tell us about this other one, the
Abido
second one.
shaker.
So this is my second drink tonight. It's called
Hey, the second
it's called
drink.
the Chivas Pineapple Highball.
I can
Classic
taste
thing.
it
Yeah,
now. Abi.
Go ahead. You go ahead. It's a classic for us, and
That's what they call me for. They didn't have taster in the office.
Oh my god!
They didn't have taster in this
I
office.
also made it on this glass so you can see the beauty of the drinks. Not on no. Thank you, sir.
Richard, how did you make this one?
So this is it's more like a simple serve.
Tolan.
So it's quite simple. You don't need to blend, you don't need to shake. Just get your highball glass. Fill it up with ice and pour in your volume of Chivas Regal. Top up with fresh pineapple juice and a little top up with soda. That's all you have in there.
Richard, what's the third one that you have for us?
It's the Chivas sour.
I know what can go with this
XP
drink.
sour.
What can go?
Asun. With plenty of
Guys.
onions.
A lot can go with it.
No, I'm telling you.
Your
First
steak
of all,
can
this
go with
watermelon one is jollof rice.
Okay.
This one is asun. Wallahi, well. Go see ni asun ma wọlé. Yes, sir.
But this is actually so
This
nice.
is for asun. This for asun.
But this one, you don't have to blend anything,
Chivas
right?
are-
So this one is easy for you to make with your
I
glass, with
can
ice in the
eat
glass.
it.
Pour in your Chivas, pour in your pineapple juice, and a little
Mhm.
soda
Mhm.
on top of it, just a dash of soda.
And that's all you need to
That's what you
do.
need to do.
I tell you.
Shout out to
wallahi,
Chivas.
Try to, yeah.
You people should.
Wale loves our show.
Richard, you have course Wala. Because what's
This is asun. Yeah, asun. Chivas asun.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, flavor.
Thank you.
You want to bring the third one?
Yeah, I would like to get the third one for you.
Chivas are
in a minute.
Richard,
Yeah.
you are the cool.
Thank you so much for having me.
But have you made it already? The third one. Has it been made?
It's 2 minutes to be ready. It's already ready. Just
Right,
get it in
right,
there.
right, Richard. Yeah, do well.
It's a classic that relates to, if you know the whiskey sour very well.
Yeah.
This one I'm talking about relates to Chivas, the whiskey sour. We call it the Chivas XV sour.
Chivas XV sour.
I'm sure you like it
Wow,
as well.
this is. I don't know. I feel okay.
Even in this
You can make a whole lot of drink with Chivas Regal.
I feel my system is all right. I feel like I'm flying.
Ah,
Wow.
But anyways,
What's been your favorite so far?
Any boat? What's your favorite?
free flow.
Okay.
It's
The
amazing.
fruitiness of the drink.
It's beautiful.
everything.
You what about you?
There's Shivas inside.
Tell me what about you? What's your favorite?
What's the favorite? I already know what I was gonna say.
Free flow.
His favorite is a free
Yes.
flow. But he talks about that all the time. You never had it. So what do you have to say about this?
Asun. Forget.
Actually, I agree with you. Not be as way they don't do for ground though. As well we say that they make am.
They make am, you serve am.
You serve am. I
Not
say they
inside
cut am
foil,
from
oh.
inside.
Not inside foil.
Do you understand?
They put inside
Plates.
stainless
Stainless plates.
555.
You
You don't-
have toothpick, see.
you understand? Like
You have it move. Sorry, have it do.
I'm
I try this with the barbecue, the crocker barbecue.
Hey,
Nah,
now.
you
Oh,
God, why me like this?
That's Asu.
Richard, we have to
Definitely
wrap
gonna
up.
go well.
Richard, we have to wrap up. We have to wrap up. We have to
thank
wrap
Richard
up.
has to bring us our whiskey sour.
Hey, you give us after the show.
No. Richard.
He hasn't even made it.
What?
He hasn't made it.
Mr. Orange.
Richard hasn't made it. Thank you so much,
Wait,
Richard.
Shivas,
Richard,
thank you.
you are
Thank
the
you for
goat.
inviting me. Shivas that invited
Number
me.
one.
Let's follow Chivas Regal.
The goat.
Thank you.
No, I
Mixology.
think I need this free flow every week.
A question.
I
I have
give
one
the recipe
question.
already. You can make it at home.
Yes, I think I'll do that. I love it. I love it. It's really nice.
I have a
The free
question.
flow.
We are finished, Abi.
No.
Okay, we have not. Melody, you still a drink. That's the only
Please, we are
question.
done. We are done.
We are not done.
We are done, Tolani.
We will not be done in Jesus' name.
Follow us across all social media platforms at Zero Conditions.
Send us email
On Twitter,
and listen to our podcast.
Twitter,
Bye,
Instagram. Get yourself a bottle of Chivas Regal.
And reach out
think
to Richard. What's your social media handles?
Butler of Freak. At Butler of Freak.
What?
At Butler of Freak.
Butler of Freak.
Butler. BUTLERFRIQUE.
Butler.
Wahala. Please follow him on social media. And when
And
you
ask him about Shivas.
and
Yes,
when
please
you are
do ask
listening
me.
to Zero Conditions, you
Shivas
should actually get
Eggs.
yourself a bottle of
Follow Chivas Regal.
Follow Chivas
At
Regal
Chivas Regal
across.
NG.
Yes. All social media platforms. Chivas Regal.
Una did
CHIVAS. It is what's Timothy?
Regal,
REGALNG
I've just
at
started.
Chivas Regal. This episode. Tolani, can I sign us?
You can have more.
Sign
at the
up,
bar.
yeah, if you want
We
to
have a
sign
Chivas
up,
Regal
sign
bar
up,
available
sign
for
up,
you. You
please,
can come and
please.
join.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
This
sign up,
show
sign up.
goes live on Monday.
Eh?
Teaser comes out on Sunday.
Teaser comes out on Sunday. The show goes live on Monday from 7 a.m. Episode is already live.
Is this the best segment that we've had on the show?
For the drink, yes. Absolutely. I'm here for it. Richard, you should come back next week. Please follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Zero Conditions Podcast.